Hello students, good morning and welcome to my YouTube channel Physics by GS Boy. Okay, देखो students, previous class से पढ़ाई थिला electric power and electric energy. Okay students, so आज हमें देखिबा एक new topic, very important topic. Okay, that is Kirchhoff's law. Kirchhoff's law. अपने spelling देखो Kirchhoff's law रा. This is the spelling. Okay, Kirchhoff. Okay. Kirchhoffs, Kirchhoff's law. Okay, Kirchhoff's law. तो फर्स्ट हमें देखिबा Kirchhoff's first law. Okay, फर्स्ट हमें देखिबा Kirchhoff's first law. Okay, Kirchhoff's first law. So first we have to know the definition of Kirchhoff's first law. Definition. तो definition देखो, what is the definition of first law? देखो, definition होची the algebraic sum of the algebraic sum of electric current, the algebraic sum of electric currents meeting at a point, okay, the algebraic sum of electric currents meeting at a point is zero, by is always zero, is zero. Okay, the algebraic sum of electric current meeting at a point is zero, by always zero. Zero है देखो, तो देखो definition, the algebraic sum of electric current meeting at a point is zero. मान जिते सब current गोटे point से मान meet करिवे तो sum टा कोन हबो, current रो sum टा हबो zero. Okay students, तो फर्स्ट हम देखिबा डायग्राम करिबा. देखो, do the diagram. Suppose this is point P. Okay, point P, it wire मान लागिबा. देखो, suppose this is wire. Okay, so पांचटा wire हला, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, देखो, this was point P. Okay, point P, suppose this is I1 current, suppose this is I2 current. Okay, then suppose this is I3 current, suppose this is I4 current, suppose this is I5 current. Okay, देखो, it is I1 current, I2 current, it is I3 current, it is I4, it is I5. Okay students, it is theory कोन हबा. देखो, definition में देखो, the algebraic sum of electric current meeting at a point is zero. Okay, definition जान लो. तो theory टा कोन हबा. देखो, no, theory टा हबा. देखो, to explain this law, यही law टा explain करिबा को हेले, to explain this law, let us consider some words. Let us consider some words to explain this law. Let us consider some words of currents. Okay, current flow है देखो. To explain this law, let us consider some words of currents. Suppose that is I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5. Okay, to explain this law, let us consider some words where निया of currents, where a current flow होची. देखो, words of currents I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5. Okay, and its direction, current direction, any direction, current direction. Okay, direction as shown in figure 1. Figure 1 दे दिया था. Figure 1 दोस्तों जैसे देखो, figure 1. To explain this law, let us consider some words of currents I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5. Okay, and its direction, current direction as shown in figure 1. Okay, देखो, this is the theory. Next, to determine the algebraic sum of current. Determine algebraic sum of currents. Okay, following sign convention. Following sign convention will be used. মানে ইউজ হবো দেখো উইল বি ইউজ। দেখো টু ডিটারমাইন দ্য algebraic sum of currents following sign convention will be used। কোন কোন সাইন কনভেনশন দেখো ফার্স্ট পয়েন্ট দেখো the currents approaching the current approaching towards a given point। okay দেখো the currents approaching towards a given point is taken as positive। দেখো very simple positive নিয়ে যাব taken as positive। okay taken as positive। দেখো the currents approaching towards a given point is taken as positive। যদি কারেন্টটা যদি পয়েন্ট পি আড়କୁ ଆସୁଛି approaching towards point ସେ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ଆড়କୁ ଆସିଲେ কোন হবো কারেন্টটা পজিটিভ হবো। দেখো okay the currents approaching towards a given point is taken as positive। সো দুই নম্বর পয়েন্ট কোন হবো দেখো ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଅଛି ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ সাইন কনভেনশন ল number 2 the currents okay the currents leaving মানে ছাড়িব। okay the currents leaving okay the currents leaving towards the currents leaving to a given point। okay the currents leaving to a given point is taken as negative। দেখো very simple the currents leaving to a given point is taken as negative। okay students the currents approaching towards a given point এটি আর হবো হলা আর taken as positive से भलिया the currents leaving to a given point are taken as negative देखो the currents approaching towards a given point are taken as positive से भलिया the currents leaving to a given point are taken as negative। মানে যদি পয়েন্ট পি রু যদি মনে গোটে পয়েন্ট রু কারেন্টটা যদি বাহারি গলা মানে লিভিং ছাড়িলা মানে দ্যাট ইজ কল কোন হবো দ্যাট ইজ ডাইরেকশন মানে সেটি কারেন্ট কোন হবো ভ্যালুটা নেগেটিভ হবো। দেখো ওকে স্টুডেন্টস তো দেখো দেন according to but this law also called Kirchhoff's first law very important Kirchhoff's first law is also called K.C.L। okay is also called K.C.L মানে কোন Kirchhoff's current law দেখো স্টুডেন্টস Kirchhoff's first law is also called K.C.L or Kirchhoff's current law। K.C.L মানে কোন Kirchhoff's current law। so লেখো according to K.C.L মানে K.C.L law অনুসারে কোন হবে দেখো ফর্মুলা এটি i1 এর উপর আছে i1 এর উপর আছে towards that is plus i1 so i2 কোন হবে plus i2 দেখো minus i3 হবে কোন ভাই এটা লিভিং হচ্ছে i3 okay then minus i4 minus i5 is equal to value কোন হবে 0। the algebraic sum of current meeting at a point is 0 মানে যদি পয়েন্ট আড়কু যদি আসুচি কারেন্ট মানে that is positive আর আওয়ে হচ্ছে বাহারকু গলা মানে নেগেটিভ তো কোন হলা i1 plus i2 minus i3 minus i4 minus i5 is equal to 0 তার মানে কোন summation of i is equal to 0। okay this is Kirchhoff's first law summation of total algebraic sum of current is equal to 0। this is all about Kirchhoff's current law বা Kirchhoff's first law। next আমি দেখিবা Kirchhoff's second law Kirchhoff's second law Kirchhoff's second law। so first we have to know the definition। okay this law states that in a closed electric circuit okay closed electric circuit the algebraic sum of EMFs. Okay, the algebraic sum of EMFs. Okay, the algebraic sum of EMF is equal to algebraic sum of products of resistances and currents flowing through them. Very simple definition of देखो. But Kirchhoff's second law states that Kirchhoff's second law states that this law states that in a closed electric circuit, closed electric circuit in a closed electric circuit, the algebraic sum of EMF, okay, algebraic sum of EMF is equal to कौन हबो algebraic sum of product of resistances and currents flowing through them. Okay, students, are clear? This law states that in a closed electric circuit, the algebraic sum of EMFs is equal to algebraic sum of product of resistances and currents flowing through them. Okay, like here, this law is also called Kirchhoff's voltage law, KVL. This law is also called Kirchhoff's voltage law or KVL कोई पढ़ेगा KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law or KVL. Okay, students. Okay, next class से derivation करिबा, next class से derivation करबा KVL और diagram करिके तार रूल तार साइन कन्वेंशन देखिबा. Okay, next class से देखिबा साइन कन्वेंशन, वीडियोटा बेसी लंबा हो जिवो. Okay, साइन कन्वेंशन next class से देखिबा KVL रो साइन कन्वेंशन, diagram. Okay, diagram and formula theory भी देखिबा. Okay, theory. Okay, diagram, formula and theory next class से देखिबा. Okay, students. Okay, जदि ए क्लास वीडियो जदि भल लागुछि माने काइंडली लाइक करो, शेयर करो एंड सब्सक्राइब करो और पाखर थिबा बेल आइकन को दबाई दियो. ओके स्टूडेंट्स. ओके, क्लास वीडियो जदि भल लागुछि माने काइंडली समस्त को शेयर कर दियो. ओके, प्लस 2 फर्स्ट ईयर पिला मन को शेयर करो, प्लस 2 सेकंड ईयर पिला मन को शेयर करो, प्लस 3 पिला मन को शेयर कर दियो. ओके, प्लीज सनस पिला मन को शेयर करो, वीडियो आसीबो. ओके, और प्लस 2 फर्स्ट ईयर पिला मन को भी शेयर कर दियो. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, बाय.